Hi, my name's Lena, and a few months ago, I joined something that I still can't fully explain. It wasn't a cult. Not exactly. It wasn't a scam, or a game, or even one of those fake TikTok movements that dies in a week. It was called Group 7, and everyone who was part of it swore they were chosen, like they'd been seen by the algorithm itself. The first time I saw that video, I wasn't even supposed to be awake. It was one of those nights where the silence feels like it's pressing against your ears, and the only light in the room is your phone screen. Janet James, the singer, was talking directly into the camera. "If you're watching this video," she said, "you're in Group 7. And for some reason, I believed her. She said she'd uploaded 7 videos that night. 6 had done okay, but this one, the 7th, was the real experiment. A test to see what kind of people the algorithm would pick up last. That night, I didn't scroll away. I replayed it twice. Her eyes, her tone. It felt like she knew something about me I didn't. When I opened the comments, they were full of people saying, "Group 7 forever. We made it. And I don't even know what this means, but I feel special." And I typed it too. "I'm in Group 7. Just like that. It sounds stupid now, typing for words that would change everything. But at that moment, I felt like I'd been chosen. Before all that, I was just invisible. My videos got maybe 100 views on a good day. Half were pity likes from friends. The other half were probably bots. I'd spent so long screaming into the void of the internet, just trying to get someone to care, so when that one video, that one sentence, made me feel seen, I couldn't let it go. I started calling myself Lena 7 online, changed my bio to Group 7 Initiate. I even made edits using Janet's voice, and it worked. The comments came, the views climbed, and for the first time, I wasn't invisible anymore. But here's the part people always get wrong. They think Group 7 was about belonging. It wasn't. It was about control. Because the moment you start believing the algorithm sees you, you start letting it decide who you are. If you're still watching, if you made it this far, you probably think this is one of those stories that ends with a motivational quote, right? A neat little lesson about self-love or finding your truth. It's not. This is a story about how far someone will go to stay seen, and how easy it is to disappear when the internet looks away. Before I tell you what really happened to me, do me a favor. If you're the kind of person who stays until the end of stories like this, the kind who listens when no one else does, hit subscribe, not because I need it, but because you might be Group 7 too. Have you ever felt like an algorithm knew you too well? Drop a comment. I want to know I'm not the only one. It started slow. A few hundred likes, then thousands. Then my phone became this constant heartbeat of dopamine. Every buzz, every comment, every tiny red bubble telling me I mattered. I told myself it was just curiosity, that I was studying the trend, but deep down, I knew the truth. I was addicted to being seen. One of my videos hit 1.2 million views in 2 days. It was just me sitting in my room, whispering, "If you found this video, you're not supposed to be here. You're Group 7, and people lost it." The comments blew up with things like, "Why do I feel like this means something? My five is glitching. Why am I seeing this again? And this feels like a test. Are we being watched?" The weirdest part? Every time someone mentioned being watched, their comment disappeared. At first, I thought TikTok's moderation system was glitching, but then someone DM'd me a screenshot. It was my face, except not. My username was the same, but the video was slightly different. A few words off, a different tone, It wasn't mine, and it had millions more views than anything I'd ever posted. That's when people started calling me the prophet of Group 7. They said I was chosen to deliver the message, and I played along. Because when the internet hands you a title, you don't correct it. You perform it. I started posting in riddles, 7-word captions, 7-second clips, everything in patterns of 7. People began stitching my videos, analyzing them, looking for secret meanings that didn't exist, and I didn't stop them. The more mysterious I became, the faster I grew. My follower count hit 200,000 in a week. My DMs were full of theories, fan edits, people begging to join the group, and I told them the same thing Janet told me. If you found this video, you already have, but somewhere along the way, the line between performance and reality blurred. I remember one night, I posted a video at exactly 7:07 p.m. The caption just said, "Are you awake yet?" Within an hour, hundreds of people started commenting. My lights flickered. My phone froze. I heard someone whisper my name. It freaked me out, but it also thrilled me, because for the first time in my life, I wasn't chasing the algorithm. It was chasing me. I stopped hanging out with friends. I called off work. I barely ate. Every hour, I checked my analytics, watching the numbers rise like some digital pulse I was keeping alive. One night, my best friend, Maya, called. She said, "Lena, are you okay? You haven't answered me in days." I told her I was busy, that I was working on something big. But what I really meant was, I can't step away. Not now. Not when the world is finally watching. The next morning, I woke up to an empty comment section. All my videos gone. For a second, I thought I'd been banned. But then, I saw it. One video still remained. The title said, "Group 7 Reset." And I swear I didn't post it. It was me on screen, staring straight into the camera, but my mouth didn't move. The words that came out weren't mine. They were Janet's. If you're watching this, the video said, "You're in Group 7, and then the video looped over and over and over again. I tried deleting it. Nothing worked. I tried logging out. The app wouldn't close. That was the first night I stopped sleeping. You ever feel like your phone is breathing? Like it's alive? That's what it felt like. The light, the hum, the heat, like it was watching me back. And that's when I realized something. I didn't join Group 7. It joined me. Have you ever gotten too deep into a trend? Like it started following you back? Tell me in the comments. I started talking to myself when the camera wasn't recording. Not the kind of talking you do to practice lines or test lighting, actual conversations. With the comments section, with the algorithm, with whatever was behind it. I told myself it was just method acting, that I was building a character. But when the notifications stopped coming, I could still hear the echo of them. That faint phantom buzz that doesn't exist. The one your mind invents when you've trained it to crave attention. Every time my phone lit up, I felt that electric rush again. But it wasn't joy anymore. It was panic. Because now every notification was a test. Would it be love? Or would it be hate? The people who once worshipped me started turning. They said I was copying Janet, that Group 7 was over, that I was milking a dead trend. One comment said, "You're not chosen, Lena. You're obsessed." And that one stuck. It didn't get buried like the others. It sat there at the top, mocking me. I deleted it, blocked the user, then spent hours scrolling through their profile, looking for clues, like maybe they were part of it too. Part of whatever this was. Maya tried to help. She texted me screenshots of people on Reddit talking about me. about how I'd lost it, how I was role-playing insanity for clout. She said, "You need to take a break before this ruins you." But I couldn't, because taking a break meant being forgotten, and being forgotten felt worse than death. So I doubled down. I started live streaming every night at 7:07. I'd stare into the camera, waiting for the chat to fill. Sometimes I didn't even speak. I'd just let the silence stretch. And people would start commenting things like, "She's waiting for the signal," or "Something's going to happen." The more they speculated, the more real it became. One night during a stream, someone in the chat said, "Check your mirror." I thought it was a joke, but behind me, in the reflection, there was a shadow. Not a clear shape, just movement. I spun around. Nothing there. When I looked back, the live comments were flooded with "We saw it." "Play it back." "Don't stop streaming." So I didn't. I kept streaming, even after the lights flickered, even after the phone overheated in my hands, even after the app froze mid-broadcast and my reflection didn't. The next morning, I found out Janet James had deleted all her Group 7 videos. Every trace of her experiment was gone, but my videos were still there. And worse, they were multiplying. I'd post one, then 2 more would appear under my name, different audio, different captions. People started messaging me asking how I was doing it. But I wasn't. I wasn't posting any of it. Maya came over that night. She said she was worried. I told her I was fine, that it was just editing tricks, but she didn't buy it. She took my phone out of my hand and said, "Lena, you need to stop before you lose yourself." And I screamed at her. Actually screamed, because she didn't understand. This wasn't just about followers or fame anymore. This was proof. Proof that something beyond me was at work. She left crying, and I remember thinking, good, let her leave. She's not one of us. That night, I checked my DMs again. There was a new message request. No username, no profile picture. Just a single line. "You've reached stage 7. That was the last thing I saw before my phone died. And this time, it didn't turn back on. Have you ever watched something online that made you feel like it was speaking directly to you? The next morning, my phone turned itself on. The screen flickered, bright and colorless, showing a video that hadn't been there before. My own face filled the frame. My voice came from the speaker, calm and hollow. "If you are watching this, you have reached stage 7. I sat on the edge of my bed, watching myself blink on the screen. The video played 7 times in a loop before the app crashed. I went to my laptop to check my account, but the page was gone. Search results showed hundreds of re-uploads. Clips of my streams slowed down, distorted, remixed with strange captions. Some accounts said I'd been hacked, others said I'd ascended. The word ascended made my stomach twist. I opened Reddit. There was a thread titled "The Prophet of Group 7 has vanished." People were arguing whether I'd faked everything or if I'd been taken. Someone had posted an image of my apartment building from Google Maps with the caption, "She lives here." My hands shook. I unplugged my router, but my laptop stayed online. The cursor moved on its own, scrolling through my old videos, pausing on one of me smiling at the camera. Then it typed a caption, "You were chosen to end it." I slammed the lid shut. The room was too quiet. My heartbeat sounded mechanical, like something humming behind the walls. When I looked out the window, a light flickered in the building across the street. 7 short flashes, then dark. Messages started appearing on my backup phone. Numbers I didn't recognize. Every one of them just said, 7. I tried calling Maya, straight to voicemail. Then she texted back, "You need to stop posting, Lena. People are scared." But I hadn't posted in days that night. I turned off every light and sat on the floor. The phone buzzed once, then again. I told myself not to look. I looked anyway. The screen showed a live video. Not from my camera, from hers, Maya, in her room, sitting on her bed, staring at her phone. My username floated at the top of the screen as if I were the one broadcasting. Maya, I whispered. The audio echoed back, distorted. She looked up, eyes wide, as if she'd heard me. Then the feed cut to black. I threw the phone against the wall. It didn't break. The screen lit again, replaying the same clip. Each time it looped. The image degraded a little more, until my name was gone and the only word left was group. I went live one last time. I needed to explain, to tell everyone it wasn't real, that something had gone wrong. But when the stream started, the comments came before I even spoke. Welcome back, Prophet. She's in stage 7 now. Don't look behind you. I ended the stream and shut the app. The reflection in my screen didn't move with me. I deleted the account, or thought I did. The app reinstalled itself within minutes. Same username, same videos, only now they ended differently. Each one faded to black with a whisper. You can't delete the truth. I stopped sleeping entirely. Every sound from the hallway made me jump. Sometimes the air would buzz. That low electric hum that comes right before a call connects. Only no one was calling. One morning, the landlord knocked on my door. Said people had been complaining about music and voices coming from my apartment all night. I told him I didn't even own speakers. He looked past me, frowned, and asked, "Who's in there with you?" There was no one when he left. I opened the app one more time. A notification waited for me. Janet James tagged you in a video. It couldn't be her. She deleted everything. I tapped the notification. The screen filled with static. Then her voice, clear, calm, familiar. If you are watching this, you are Group 7. Then my own voice layered over hers, repeating the same words, perfectly synchronized. The feed froze on our faces, hers and mine, merged together in one image, smiling. The comments flooded in. Stage complete. She's part of it now. Welcome home. And then it all went dark. When I woke up, my phone was gone. My laptop too. The only sound was the faint ticking of the radiator. For the first time in weeks, there were no notifications, no screens, no voices, just silence. I thought I'd escaped, until my neighbor knocked to say there was a new flyer posted around the block. A QR code under it, a sentence. If you found this, you're in Group 7. If everything you saw online suddenly started seeing you, would you turn off the screen, or keep watching? It's been months since anyone's seen me online. At least, that's what they say. If you search my name now, you won't find a profile picture, or my old handle, or even those videos that started it all. But sometimes, people tell me they still see me on their For You page, just for a second, before the screen goes black. They describe it differently every time. Some say it's me smiling, others say I'm crying. A few claim I'm whispering their name. No one can prove it. And yet, every time someone mentions it, another copy of the video appears somewhere new. I stopped trying to understand when it happened, or how. All I know is that it's still spreading. Not as a trend anymore, not as a joke, but as something else. Something living. After Maya disappeared, people assumed I went into hiding. The truth is, I tried to start over. New city, new phone, no accounts. For a while it worked. I found an apartment with no Wi-Fi, started journaling instead of posting, tried to pretend that life existed outside of a screen. Then one night, I was walking home and saw a phone on the ground. Cracked screen. Still glowing. It was playing a video. My face. If you are watching this, you are in group 7. I smashed it under my shoe until the screen went dark, but the sound didn't stop. It kept whispering from somewhere. Every street light flickering in rhythm. 7 blinks, then black. That's when I realized the videos were never in the app. They were in us. In the way we watch. In the way we crave to be watched back. It's strange, isn't it? How we spend years trying to be noticed. And when the world finally looks, we don't know how to survive it. We confuse the spotlight for warmth and the algorithm for love. Sometimes I still catch myself reaching for my phone in the dark. My thumb hovers over an invisible screen, waiting for a buzz that never comes. That's how deep it gets. How the body remembers attention like a drug. Last week, I got a letter in the mail. No return address inside, a printed photo. It was a still frame from one of my old videos. Me smiling at the camera, holding up 7 fingers. On the back, someone had written, "Welcome home, Prophet." I burned it in the sink. The paper curled, but the ink didn't fade. When the fire went out, the word home was still there, glowing faintly, like a notification that refuses to clear. Now I don't talk to anyone. The blinds stay closed, but sometimes when I walk past a mirror, the reflection lags, just a beat behind. And for a split second, I see her, Janet, or maybe me, or maybe both, and she mouths the same words that started everything. If you are watching this, you are in group 7. I don't know if she's welcoming me back or warning me. Maybe there's no difference. So if this video finds you, if you're hearing my voice right now, do yourself a favor. Don't share it. Don't like it. Don't even comment. Because the moment you do, you'll start to feel it too. The phantom buzz, the flicker in the lights, the whisper in the dark calling your name, and by then, it won't matter what group you think you're in. It'll already have you. Sometimes I wonder if I could have stopped it. If I never typed "I'm in group 7", if I just scrolled past like everyone else. But then I remember, no one really scrolls past forever. Eventually, the algorithm finds us all. That's the secret no one tells you. You think you're watching the feed, but the feed, it's watching you. So if you're hearing this, maybe it's too late already. Maybe you were never just a viewer. Maybe you were always the next stage. And when this ends, when the screen fades to black, don't check your phone. Don't look at the comments. Just sit in the silence and listen. You'll hear it soon enough. 7 soft beats, a whisper. Welcome to group 7.
Thank you for watching all the way through. If this story moved you, the next one will surprise you in ways you won't expect. Go ahead and click the video on your screen. Your next story awaits.